Okay, my mic wasn't working. So today's show, I want to talk about the Hell Angels MC because I want to talk about them because it's a motorcycle gang. They're responsible for murders, drugs, and etc. I mean, how many times these Hell Angels had killed the people before? They had murdered other white people and etc. They had murdered other motorcycle gangs like I forgot what other gang members name was, but they had murdered other motorcycle gangs too. Is the truth. So we're gonna play one of their videos because I mean it's so bad enough now that we got white on white crime in America. Here we go. Because I saw it on Gangland, the Hell Angels. Cause I seen it on Gangland TV shows. What was that other gangs? Damn. Who was in the war with they was in the war with the other motorcycle gangs. Hold on. Hold on. Hell Hell Angels Rivals. Let me go look them up. Cause I'm gonna screen share it too. Here we go. Found it. Here we go. I'm gonna screen share it. Okay, we got one person watching. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna blow this up. Here we go. Cause I know everything. Since y'all like to call me slow for no fucking reason. Here we go. I'm blowing it up. So they got motorcycle club gangs that had murdered other white people too. Because I'm doing this because I'm speaking facts on the Hell Angels that had murdered other motorcycle gang members. I heard stories about it, which I watched Gangland before back in the 2000 era. And it was the damn truth about it. All right, here we go. See this? See, the Hell Angels are the notorious biker gangs, but the mainstream media don't ever want to talk about this, but I will. See, see, I'm blowing this up so everybody can see it. Now, Who are the Hell Angels allies? Now let's click this. The Bandos, they're not friends with the Hell Angels. See, I'm blowing this up. They have a history of violence against other white people and etc. They had killed other motorcycle gangs and they went to jail behind this stuff. But the mainstream media, they want to talk about the Bloods and Crips. But what about the motorcycle gangs that had murdered other white people? So let's and then this the dude right here. I had looked him up when I was doing research yesterday so I could do a show about the Hell Angels. I scroll down their names and that's it. And who is the main leader of Hell Angels today? Let's click on this. Here we go. George Christie Jr. is the president of the Hell Angels Oakland chapter. And he also died from cancer in 2022 at the age of 83. All right. And it's the damn truth. I'm trying to educate y'all, but y'all, nah, y'all idiots don't want to hear what I have to say. So I can't educate y'all idiots. So, okay. See, I'm not going to read all this because I'm having a hard time reading stuff. I couldn't pronounce the word, so I'm going to scroll it. They were founded in March 17th, 1948. That was 76 years ago. And they were founded at Bontoc, California, United States. Type Outlaw Motorcycle Club, headquarters, Oakland, California. And that's the name right here. I'm not clicking on a website. See, y'all want to say they want to call me slow. When I do research about it, y'all still want to call me names. All right, let's click off this. See, the Hell Angels, they were responsible for other motorcycle gang members that had shot and killed more than white people. But see, the mainstream media now we're gonna talk about this because Fox News, CNN, they're never gonna address white on white crime. You know why? Because they don't fit the narrative. But they won't worry about what a blood or a crip or any gang members in the black community do. But they're never gonna talk about this, about the Hell Angels and motorcycle gangs had murdered other white people. So, but they never gonna talk about this. I mean, it's just so bad, and now we got gang members in the white community, but they're never gonna talk about that. I mean, it's just so bad now that we got so many gang members in the white community. They ain't gonna never say nothing like that. So we're gonna play the video on history. Hopefully, I don't get no copyright strike. Damn. Let me type in rules. It's gonna be we're gonna play this video with a check mark. Here we go. We're gonna play this video and then we're gonna come back with it. So let's go.
Hells Angels Motorcycle Club has a rough reputation, and while many of their members have been convicted of serious crimes, they also have a strict code of conduct they must follow. Here are some of the rules the members of the Hells Angels can't break. The Hells Angels Motorcycle Club has been given a lot of bad labels over the years: outlaws, criminals, drug dealers, and so on. These are not necessarily inaccurate descriptions for many other members who have been convicted of serious, sometimes violent crimes. But while these terms do not define all of them, the vast majority can truly be viewed in another way too, as warriors. In 1948, World War II veterans created the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club when they were growing restless in peacetime, and surplus bikes from the military were dirt cheap. Hells Angels also originally came from the popular nickname for bomber squadrons, so the organization has a strong military foundation. And like them or not, warriors are known to live by a code. There are few who know the Hells Angels better than former president of the Oakland, California chapter, Ralph "Sonny" Barger. And in his book, Hell's Angel, The Life and Times of Sonny Barger, he says the motorcycle club tries to live by as few rules as it can, but the rules they do have are vital to the survival of the club. This means that if a member breaks the most important parts of the code, there are severe consequences. Some are simply expelled and forced to abandon everything they know. Others are not so lucky and lose their lives. There are a lot of wannabe tough guys in the world who would want to join the Hells Angels. Ultimately, few make the cut, so the club can take as long as it needs to determine if someone has the necessary commitment and loyalty to become a member. According to the Vancouver Sun, prospective members have to go through a lengthy process before they can even be considered, one which could last as long as several years. Though long before the vote, it can take a prospective member several years to become associated with the club, even before the official process can begin. In his book, Hell to Pay, Hells Angels versus the $1 Million Rat, crime journalist Neil Hall says a candidate must have already been personally acquainted with a full member for no less than 5 years before they will even be considered for membership. Acquaintances who qualify can then try to become what is called an official friend, if they have a sponsor and win unanimous approval in their first chapter vote. The next stages can still take years as candidates move up to what is known as hangarounds and then prospects before the final vote takes place for full membership. Like the warriors of old, the Hells Angels rush into battle displaying their fine heraldry and insignia. However, there is certainly a modern twist to the bikers' iconic imagery, meaning that the founders of the club have the sense to fully trademark the now classic symbols called patches and protect them with copyright law. This way, bikers don't always need to protect their IP with violence or intimidation. The gang strictly forbids anyone from wearing their insignia, and most obey the rules, whether it's out of fear from legal repercussions or simply just not wanting to get beat up. As Sonny Barger says in his book, members are willing to fight for their club and the symbols that represent it as well. So if someone was caught wearing a patch without being a member, he will certainly get his butt kicked. The members of the club proudly display the Hells Angel logo and Death Head's winged skull insignia on their vests and jackets almost anywhere they go. In fact, they have to. According to the Duluth News Tribune, the club mandates its members to wear their patches and vests whenever they are together to show their commitment to the club. Just as soldiers depend on their comrades in battle, the Hells Angels know that other members will always be there for them when they're in trouble. Hells Angels president George Christie, who talked about his experience in a History Channel docuseries, said the main rule is always to back other members. The support is there even if it could lead to violent, bloody encounters.
The number one rule of the Hells Angel Code is always back your brothers.
Christie learned the importance of this rule in 1976 before he was even a Hells Angel. When he was the prospect for the Los Angeles chapter, an outsider with a bad attitude angered the club president known as Old Man John. So John hit him several times and threatened to cut the man's throat with a knife, watching Christie as he did to gauge his reaction.
John was testing me as much, if not more, than he was testing the individual.
After seeing in his eyes that Christie was willing to back whatever action John took, the president was satisfied with the recruit. John then cut off the imposter's jacket and kicked him out of the bar. Club meetings are a vital part of the Hells Angels and are a forum to discuss all sorts of important business. But what is not talked about is any sort of illegal activity. The club's security is of utmost importance, so these subjects are completely avoided in official discussions. Christie said that even though the Hells Angels do not consider themselves a criminal organization, they still acknowledge that some of their members may be involved in activities outside the law. Because of this, no members are allowed to discuss these outside activities at the club or in any way that would tarnish the group's reputation. George Christie claims that the reason law enforcement agencies categorize the club as criminal is because it is easier for them to target the organization as a whole rather than specific individuals within the club. If this is the case, it would be easy to see why it is so difficult for the police to infiltrate the Hells Angels. Strict rules, the years-long membership process, the restrictions on speech and behavior, and the structured hierarchy of the club have created highly effective barriers to law enforcement. As a motorcycle club, the Hells Angels spend a considerable amount of time on their bikes and often travel together as a group.
What are some of the qualifications for joining Hells Angels?
Basically, the first one is to ride a motorcycle.
With a chain of command similar to a paramilitary organization, the established hierarchy is respected at all times, which is clearly seen when they ride. As the fearless leader, the chapter president always rides in the front, even if that places him at the most risk for possible collisions. Tradition usually has the vice president traveling next, followed by the road captain and the sergeant of arms. However, after the chapter officers, the situation is much more chaotic. Barger wrote in his autobiography, "From that point back, it's a free-for-all drag race jockeying for position. After the first 10 spots are taken, the rest fall back in from there. And obviously, prospects are always at the back of the pack. To keep order while on the road, the bikers tend to stick with a formation once it has been established. And since the Hells Angels never leave a brother behind, they often pull over together, especially if a member has been stopped by a cop. Before someone can even try to become a member, there are certain things that instantly disqualify a person. Paul wrote in Hell to Pay that child molesters and rapists can never join the Hells Angels. The club also does not want their member to have any connection to law enforcement. This means that if someone took any steps to become a police officer or prison guard, there is no chance he can ever join the club. Even if it is found out that someone only applied for a law enforcement job, that still makes them unworthy to wear the patch. In Hall's estimation, it seems likely that this rule is in place to make it easier for the bikers to continue certain criminal activities without getting caught. Furthermore, loyalty means everything to the Hells Angels, so there is no way they would ever accept someone who has taken an oath for any other group or cause, even if it is to uphold the law. There are a few types of people the Hells Angels despise more than the ones who leak the private business of the club or its members to law enforcement. Hall wrote in Hell to Pay that the club also forbids snitches and rats from ever becoming members, another obvious way to protect the club. Sonny Barger does not want to mince words when describing these types in his book. He wrote, "Most rats are loud-talking bullies who like to push people around and talk tough when the club surrounds them. They thump their chests and yell about how much they love the club and how they're going to be with us for the rest of their lives." He goes on to note that when and if they do get in trouble, they rat on their brothers to save their own skins. Barger says that because brotherhood and loyalty is so important to the club, a rat is the true enemy. The initiation process of the Hells Angels is so long and thorough because it's meant to attract the most loyal members possible. So the Hells Angels do not officially recognize any retirement from the club and expect members to stay for life. A chapter becomes a member's new family, and his brothers gather to honor his memory when he dies. Sonny Barger points out in his book that early on, the cops would mock the bikers for their mile-long processions during the funerals of deceased members, but now that is common practice almost everywhere. However, the club acknowledges that some members have been forced to disassociate themselves due to problems with the law. Other members have been expelled for breaking the club's code. For some of these men, getting kicked out is not enough of a punishment. The Duluth News-Tribune reported that some have had their Hells Angels-themed tattoos burned off. There are also members who have resigned and were forced to return anything with the Hells Angels name or death head insignia. One of the most famous examples of this is the retirement of George Christie. According to the former member, he explained his reasonings for quitting and thought he left on good terms with the club. However, Christie told Vice that he was shocked weeks later to discover that he was not in good standing. The result was the end of all contact with men that used to consider him a brother. The Hells Angels do not want their private business to be known publicly, so as a precaution, members are not allowed to talk to the media. This is just another one of the many steps the club takes to retain their secrecy and security. It is important for them to keep personal information about members safe from reporters, but Sonny Barger admits that there are other rules and parts of the Hells Angels code that will never be released to the public. In 2009, evidence of the biker club's stance toward the media was on full display at their annual summer rally in Carlton, Minnesota. According to the Duluth News-Tribune, reporters went to the event but noticed that the Hells Angels would consistently stop talking or turn their backs whenever reporters were present.
Please respect our privacy.
Women aren't completely excluded from the club. Barger wrote that they are more than welcome to hang out at the clubhouse, especially if they are the wives and girlfriends of members. As an essential part of the lifestyle, these women spend much of the time with their partners, often on the road as well. And in the early days, the women even wore the treasured patches to increase the exposure of the insignia. But even partners of members can only attend meetings on special occasions because women are not allowed to ever become official members. The Hells Angels also rely upon women in key positions to gather intelligence on law enforcement agencies and rival gangs, according to the Vancouver Sun. The information obtained is vital to the organization, and the club has had these female spies as air traffic controllers and even in the military. The Hells Angels have been very open about their use of drugs like weed and booze for quite some time. However, members are supposed to follow guidelines in order to limit some of the chaos that comes with drug use. The club forbids the use of heroin and because it damages the reputation of the club. Other rules are more specific for certain circumstances. Sonny Barger wrote that smoking weed operations known as drug.
Yeah, and that's truth. That's truth right there. See, that's the truth about these Hell Angels. They do demonic savage behavior. So that's exactly why I said this before. These Hell Angels, they're not to be played with.
Toshi Duncan.
They're not to be played with because they do some fucking too. I see them hit somebody with a beer bottle. I seen one Hell Angel dude had shot another white person. And it's the damn truth. White on white crime is real. And somebody getting mad at me for speaking about this.
Law enforcement makes all these wild accusations.
Hold on.
Actually,
We're gonna play snippet of the video, then we're gonna click off this.
Carlos Baker is, he didn't succumb to the beating, and they wound up strangling him with a rope.
The year is 1972. A story makes headlines coast to coast.
Two bikers came in from the deep south, and they wanted to meet some Hells Angels, and they wound up coming to the Bay Area.
I don't know where that video go. I'm gonna play it on World Star Hip Hop. Hold on. Here we go. Here go the FBI right here. Here we go. Let me click off this and then we're gonna screen share this video.
Working.
Also, we're gonna click on the Hell Angels rivals. So let's keep on.
Amazing helped Anthony through night classes. Amazing. Just take.
Take that. All right, let's look on the rival. Here we go.
What do you? Fuck you. Right on set. Fuck this.
See? See, they had rival gangs and hurt other motorcycle gangs. And here go the Mongrels Motorcycle Club too. Let's play this video. When I saw that video a long time ago about the Hell Angels versus the Mongrels, they was fighting. So let's play this video.
Welcome to I Find the 5 channel. The Mongols Motorcycle Club was formed in California
Fair use
as a 1% group in 1969 and has its presence in more than 14 states in the US, as well as having many international chapters. As a 1%er, the Mongols Motorcycle Club do not follow the rules or diktats of the American Motorcycle Association and of their strict code of conduct, much of which puts them in direct conflict with law enforcement. While the concept of the 1%ers may have birthed as a band of brothers who love motorcycles and the open road, it turned dark with many 1%ers thinking of themselves to be above the law, even though they patriotically rode on Harley Davidsons. With law enforcement bearing down on the Mongols, their attorneys claim that no criminal is allowed into the motorcycle club anymore as a rule. And today we continue to talk about them and the reasons that make them one of the most dangerous clubs in the world. One. Among the 1%ers, the Mongols Motorcycle Club are the baddest. According to the Department of Justice, the Mongols Motorcycle Club is classified as an extremely violent group and poses a threat to whichever states it has strong chapters in. And it's not as if the Mongols Motorcycle Club don't wear their baddest of bad image as a badge of pride, because they simply love being bad. One of their mottos reads pretty similarly: when we do right nobody remembers. When we do wrong nobody forgets. Reason enough to steer clear of the Mongols Motorcycle Club, now and forever. 2. They often skim below the law to earn money. The Mongols Motorcycle Club has managed to increase its bank balances plenty over the years. While it may have been a law-abiding motorcycle club in the beginning, even if it wasn't an American Motorcycle Association abiding one, things changed pretty quickly. Ever since David Santillan became the club president, in 2015, things have taken a better turn, and it is said that now their unlawful activities have stopped. That said, other than dealing with illicit substances, the Mongols Motorcycle Club was also part of a motorcycle stealing gang, and pretty successful at what they did. 3. The Mongols Motorcycle Club are the Hispanic equivalent of the Hells Angels. The Hells Angels are a white-only group, and the non-entry of non-whites spawned plenty of motorcycle clubs, the Mongols Motorcycle Club being one of them. Not only did Mongols Motorcycle Club revenge form itself over Hells Angels' refusal, but it also became the Hells Angels' biggest rival. The war between these two motorcycle clubs has been legendary, and only law enforcement pressure, as well as a drama with the Mexican mafia, put it on simmer. Even then, there is no love lost between the two gangs, and members of both motorcycle clubs stay out of each other's way and territories, lest another war started. 4. The Mongols Motorcycle Club are an international 1%er. If you think being a non-American keeps you safe from Mongols Motorcycle Club, here's another shocker. The Mongols has its tentacles spread far and wide and is an international outlaw motorcycle club. While the baddest of the bad title remains with the US chapter, countries like Australia, Denmark, and Germany among others have their version of the group, and none of them are cuddly kittens, so to speak. They also have international meets, and these places tend to empty of the general public pretty quickly. 5. They had a tiff with the Mexican mafia. There are very few people who go against the Mexican mafia and come out relatively unscathed. The Mongols are one of the few, and while they did suffer losses, so did the Mexican mafia. Apparently, in 2004, some Mongols members got into a confrontation with La Sandra, a Mexican gang loyal to the mafia, over a territory dispute. The mafia wanted money from the Mongols, but they refused. The feud escalated, causing a few deaths on each side, but later, it was settled behind closed doors, and no one knows for how much. Six. They've made millions of dollars in illegal activities. From stealing countless motorcycles to human trafficking and expensive drug deals, the Mongols have raked in some serious cash from crime over the years. In recent years though, the club supposedly has refrained from engaging in any more criminal activities following the election of David Santillan as club president in 2015. Seven. The US government tried to take their patch away and failed. Finally, the US government also went head-to-head with the Mongols Motorcycle Club, trying to take their patch away via legal means. Initially, they received a modicum of success, but ultimately, the Mongols won. Prosecutors got together and got a judge to grant pre-trial authority to take the Mongols members' jackets and patches away. When the attorneys of the Mongols went to work, they proved that this order had violated both the First and the Eighth Amendment rights of the members. The patches were duly returned, and the Mongols Motorcycle Club proved that no one should mess with them, even legally. Due to their long history of violence, prosecutors said the group also operated an organized criminal enterprise involved in murder, attempted murder, and drug distribution. Of course, the club members decided to fight back rather than do what many other people would do and file for bankruptcy. This did not intimidate them and had the motorcycle gang members remind themselves they'll grow bigger, better, and stronger. With their history, I'm sure we can say that the Mongols are still dangerous and they will continue to grow in 2023. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe to continue watching the next videos.
Alright, now we're gonna they had a lot of rivalries with the motorcycle gang, so we're gonna click on their videos next. Because they the most notorious biker gangs ever. Oh yeah, we got some biker gangs too. I mean, they not to play with because they had beef with the other motorcycle gangs. Because I try to tell other white people to stay away from these gang members in the white community. They don't do nothing but hell raiser. But I'm just saying facts and truth. I mean, it's the truth. They had beef with the Mongrels and Vangos, and then they had killed more white people and Latino members. I believe some of these Latinos and white Hispanics are in the motorcycle gang clique. I'm starting to believe that now. But no, nobody's not talking about it. I seen that video. I do not want to play that. All right, here you go.
These new menus
is at war. Freedly finds himself in prison after the deadly world of the Vagos. As the Hells Angels continue to expand and open charters in American cities, the club's original founder, Freedly, finds himself in prison. After serving his sentence, he decides to leave the club in the late 60s, creating a power vacuum in the leadership of the notorious motorcycle gang. But it doesn't take long until a new king is crowned, Sonny Barger. He is one of the most important figures in the club's history and rises quickly through the ranks to become the most famous member of the Hells Angels. As the Hells Angels vie for the top spot, they face competition from many other clubs, including the Vagos Motorcycle Club. Rudy Esparza and 6 other men form the Vagos, which quickly expand and make headlines in the public eye. The Vagos MC members are easily recognizable by their green colors and their emblem that features the Norse god of mischief, Loki, riding a motorcycle. The patch was created by a member of the Beardo chapter while they were in prison and is considered an honor for every member to wear. The gang's reputation for toughness is reflected in their motto, "We give what we get." The Vagos MC is commonly identified by the number 22, which corresponds to the letter V, the 22nd letter of the alphabet. They also use the slogan VFFV, which stands for Vagos Forever, Forever Vagos, to demonstrate their loyalty and brotherhood. Similar slogans are used by other biker gangs like the Bandidos. The gang is often referred to as the Green Nation due to their preference for the color green, which is prominently displayed on their clothing, logos, and accessories. The motorcycles of the members are typically black and green, and they also wear leather jackets and t-shirts in these colors. In 1974, the Vagos make national news with the William Welton case. William, a student at the University of New Mexico, is found dead after a night out at a bar near campus. The police eventually narrow their investigation down to a group of 4 Vagos bikers who had been passing through the area on their way to Los Angeles. Although the bikers maintain their innocence, they are eventually arrested and held in prison while the authorities search for evidence. Desperate to solve the case, the authorities place an undercover investigator in the cell with each of the bikers. One of the men eventually breaks and gives a false confession, leading to harsh sentences for the remaining 4. The situation seems hopeless until the real perpetrator, Kerry Rodney Lee, turns himself in 17 months later. Lee is known for his involvement in narcotics trafficking and is also a police informant. On that fateful day, Lee meets Welton in a bar, and the two hit it off at first. However, the night takes a deadly turn when they get into a heated argument that ends in tragedy. With the true culprit behind bars, the Vagos are cleared of any wrongdoing, and the case is finally closed. But the biker world continues to be filled with tension and competition, with various clubs vying for supremacy. The Vagos now have a 3-figure membership and are also established in the underworld. The police get wind of the whole thing and launch several investigations into the motorbike club. The authorities arrest more than a dozen members of the Vargo into the motorbike club. The authorities
A blank man. Wow.
arrest more than a dozen members of the Vargos in October 1998. The arrests come about through an undercover investigation that lasts more than 2 years. The bikers are alleged to have violated drug and weapons laws in the process. But the Vagos are hit even more by law enforcement. George Rowe, a hard-working construction worker whose life is turned upside down by a tragic incident. One summer evening in 2003, George loses a dear friend in a brawl with the notorious Vagos biker gang at a local pool hall. Fueled by grief and a desire for revenge, George knows he can't take on the Vagos alone. But rather than giving up, George decides to take a different approach. He offers to work as an FBI informant and infiltrate the Vagos. And so, George begins a dangerous double life, becoming a trusted member of the gang while secretly gathering intelligence for the FBI. Over time, George works his way up the ranks of the Vagos, earning their respect and even hosting their meetings in his own home. He even finds love in this new world, marrying a woman who knows nothing of his undercover work. But on March 9th, 2006, everything changes. The authorities have gathered enough evidence to finally take down the Vagos, and George knows it is time to act. He reveals his true identity to his wife and offers her the chance to enter witness protection with him. Because of George's work as an informant, countless members of the Vagos are arrested and sentenced to long prison terms.
All right.
Biker battle begins. The Vagos challenge the Hells Angels. The Vagos are strong, but there is an undisputed king in the biker scene, the Hells Angels. For years, the Hells Angels and the Vagos have managed to stay out of each other's way, respecting each other's territories. But all that changes on a fateful day in January 2010. Santa Cruz has long been known as Hells Angels territory, a place where the club holds sway and has cemented its dominance. But on that day, the Vagos decide to venture into enemy territory. 3 members of the Vagos MC, feeling emboldened, drive into Santa Cruz, determined to make their presence felt. Outside a Starbucks, they encounter a few Hells Angels members, and a verbal altercation ensues. The tension is palpable as the two groups exchange heated words. Suddenly, the Vagos are ready to leave, but the Hells Angels are not done with them yet. They mount their bikes and chase after the Vagos. The Vagos are on their way with 2 motorcycles and a car, but the Hells Angels are not to be deterred. They chase the Vagos through the streets, determined to show them who is boss. The tension is high as the two groups finally collide, resulting in a violent fistfight. In the end, no one is seriously hurt, but the incident leaves deep scars. A feud is triggered between the two clubs that will simmer for years to come. The Hells Angels see the Vagos as a threat to their dominance, while the Vagos are not going to back down from a challenge. With the threat of violence and chaos hanging over the biker world like an ominous dark cloud, it has become an even more dangerous place. On September 23, 2011, the simmering tensions between the Vagos and Hells Angels come to a boiling point in Sparks, Nevada. Both clubs happen to be at the Nugget Casino on that fateful day, and it is clear that a confrontation is going to take place. And it does. But this time, it is not just a fistfight. This time, a deadly blow is struck. The president of the San Jose chapter of the Hells Angels is fatally injured. Surveillance cameras capture the incident, and the authorities have no trouble identifying the culprit. This action takes the dispute between the two clubs to a whole new level. Retaliation is swift, with a member of the Vagos being injured in a drive-by shooting at a rally just 1 day later. The situation is escalating rapidly, and the future looks bleak. The tensions between the Vagos and Hells Angels have reached a boiling point. The two clubs have been engaged in a violent feud, and the deadly altercation takes place on the 23rd of April 2022, outside the Marquis Bar in San Bernardino. The violence escalates, leaving 1 Hells Angels member dead and 4 others injured. But the summer of 2022 brings more bloodshed. The Vagos organize a run in honor of fallen veterans, and they are riding on a Nevada highway when they notice they are being followed by 5 Hells Angels. As they drive alongside each other, the Hells Angels attempt to knock the Vagos off their bikes. The situation quickly turns violent, and one of the Hells Angels opens fire. 6 people are injured, and the authorities swiftly apprehend the perpetrators. Yet even with several members of both clubs in pre-trial detention, some sources speculate.
See, it's the truth. Music break.
Gypsies, preachers, choirs, churches, liquor store. The world is full of liars, curses. People rich and poor without God to worship. See, we would be more lost. Gotta believe in something, or there will be no loss. A ghetto child occasionally blunted in mansions. My cup overflowing with crystal, 100 exotic dances. Niggas is plastic, ask is jealous and passive.
After music break, we're gonna talk about other motorcycle gangs.
buck blast at cowards, leeches, and rappers. Niggas I fuck with is Braveheart, make G's. Before rap music to me was wind blowing the trees, braves chirping, rain falling perfect and free. But bitches saw my video and think they know me.
Need a couple friends and I need a couple G's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. Feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. Need a couple friends and I need a couple G's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. Feel a new strain, so I need a new strain.
There's no rewards at the end of this journey. The morgue could burn me. Still on board, I uphold my attorneys behind the wall. Falling off or installed on the creeks. And Duckle Moore was my only true call of concern and succeeded. Seen the devious deleted off streets. New offenders getting sentenced, niggas beat it and weep. How could he sleep? We was schooled, that's the cousin of death. Slug to the chest, saw the live is left, frontin' for less, never impressed. Stay smiling, cause I come from the wildin'. Them projects I call home was like them domes on the island, forever styling. That was me in them army fatigues. I'm the one, if you wasn't welcome, ask you calmly to leave. My honor and thieves, I seen it. In these streets, gotta move like you mean it. Cause death never come when convenient, it gets you. And when it hits you, either heaven or waste, or the gates of hellfire scorching straight to your face.
Need a couple friends and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. Feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. Need a couple friends and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. Feel a new strain, so I need a new strain.
Nah, come on, B, who'da thought I'd make it? When cops used to strip us naked. Now they got the name on the street sign and may be famous. And fuck boys can't help but hate it. But I know Pun loves it. Just caught a lick last week and I know he was above it. Blessing from the sky and the nigga just recovered. Long nights it lived, rubbing in my ears. We float through the kitchen. $1 million deals while you focus on the bitches. Signing big contracts on the backs of strippers. It ain't a fluke, it's been tried, I'm the proof. Just turn out the light from the world-class wrecking crew. I'm back at it, back mules and back alleys. Back addict, serving them is a bad habit. Maybe I've been watching too much Narcos. Cause lately I've been feeling like I'm Pablo.
Need a couple friends and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. Feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. Need a couple friends and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. Feel a new strain, so I need a new strain.
I put it in the air, blow it, I don't throw it. I'm from where, if you really got it, you don't show it. Spoken word or either the dope poet. And even if you know, if they ask you, you don't know it. See me, I'm from the put in work era. I was sliding way before the syrup and perk era. All you gotta do is hit the switch and it work better. They say when you get right up on them, it hurt better. I ain't gotta up it, cause I don't ever tuck it. So any funny moves in this bitch, I'ma buck it. Real niggas in the room, that's who I'ma fuck with. That's why I'm probably stuck with what I'm stuck with. All I know is shit is real, it be hard to focus. Niggas that know everything always be the brokest. It's crazy how you get rich off one dope flip. But say a prayer for me, I'm feeling hopeless.
Need a couple friends and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. Feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. Need a new strain.
I put it in the air, I blow it, I don't throw it. I'm from where if you really got it, you don't show it. Back spoken word or either the dope poet. And even if you know, if they ask you, you don't know it. See me, I'm from the put in work era. I was sliding way before the syrup and perk era. All all you gotta do is hit the switch and it work better. They say when you get right up on them, it hurt better. I ain't gotta up it, cause I don't ever tuck it. So any funny moves in this bitch, I'ma buck it. Real niggas in the room, that's who I'ma fuck with. That's why I'm probably stuck with what I'm stuck with. All I know is shit is real, it be hard to focus. Niggas that know everything always be the brokest. It's crazy how you could get rich off one dope flip. But say a prayer for me, I'm feeling hopeless. Damn.
This is the seed of heaven. It's willed in my heart and conceived in my soul to rebel oppression. This hell of a mirage created by the rival of God. A part of me's harmony, but my heart's in the street. The whole world's now scarred by the mark of the beast. Before the light, it was dark, and darkness is peace. Blackness is the seed of heaven, the essential color to be in touch with. They fall in love. They try to make you not want it, make you run from it. The wickedest men want the ebony punish. It's so seductive and sensuous in my clutches. Hot as fire when Moses saw burning bushes. So abused and misused and mistreated, making niggas wanna get drunk and get party. Niggas wild when she come out, pull out and party. Catch a body, fornicate, some start beef. Chain reaction cause it's in the air. The lost tribes scattered everywhere. From the north to west hemisphere, scientists and archaeologists conceal the obvious. The dead, living, and little children know what time it is. Obsession, caressing, every essence of it. Magnetism, every organism when it come to it. All questions about resurrection and your connection with God is answered with the beats of your heart. This is the seed of heaven. It's willed in my heart and conceived in my soul to rebel oppression. This hell of a mirage created by the rival of God. A part of me's harmony, but my heart's in the street. The whole world's now scarred by the mark of the beast. Before the light, it was dark, and darkness is peace. Blackness is the seed of heaven, the essential color to be in touch with. They fall in love with.
Don't make no sense. I don't lie in my music, I'm an open book. Time I do the shit with no hook, just let it spill for real. Hey, look. Crushing up this X pill, think about my next thrill. Broke it down for 15, but he catching wreck still. I just cut my side joint, so now I got one less bill. Moving up the first class, I wonder how that jet feels. Disrespected by they last offer, probably curb the next deal. I'm from where they still pop them, even though it's press bills. A lot of rappers richer than me did the shit with less skill. So I know I could get on quicker if I kept it less real. Going through the motions, pour a triple shot of something. Used to bag up in my mama bathroom with the water running. With Roy Wilson in the lobby, I would post up like I'm drumming. Homicide was at my door with subpoenas getting summoned. Me and Dada in that central, busting moves out with Stone off of exit 36 like the ounces in a brick. In the biddy got some blood, homies, and I fuck with Crips. Fat to put you in that blender, don't get caught up in the mix, cause they'll have you in the tank next to junkies getting sick. Replace the bust down and put shackles on your wrist where them diamonds go. The jeweler won't give you half of what you spent in your pockets, but you coming up with lists.
This is the seed of heaven. It's willed in my heart and conceived in my soul to rebel oppression. This hell of a mirage created by the rival of God. A part of me's harmony, but my heart's in the street. The whole world's now scarred by the mark of the beast. Before the light, it was dark, and darkness is peace. Blackness is the seed of heaven, the essential color to be in touch with. They fall in love with.
Don't make no sense.
And how would you rate your manager?
But that doesn't mean that you're going to be the greatest. Someone could teach you all the things you need to know, but it's the individual. It's that individual, what he wants.
Yeah.
How determined is he to take what he's learned and use it? You know, it's not what you're being taught, it's not who the teacher is all the time, it's the student, it's what's he made of.
Yeah. Nas.
I'm in the kitchen trying to whip me up a gourmet pie. Fentanyl, the more they die, the more they buy. Soon as they lower the casket, the more they cry. That's the more they hurt when they pour that dirt. Did you love them or what? Cause when they cover them up, they ain't bringing them back. That's the meaning of that. Y'all was fucking them bitches and y'all was slinging them packs. Y'all was loading them ships and y'all was cleaning them big. We was doing it big, they was doing it small. They was wearing the same shit, we would ruin them all. They would catch a couple events, we was doing it all. We was conquering land, we was moving the soil. Yeah, everything solid, big bags monthly, gripped up crazy, even out the country. 100% wound proof. Now I'm in the back of the back. Don't smoke about the
Joey got a big plane, man, be the supreme team. Joey got that big plane, came to collect the
make some change, holding the pieces. Sipping the best champagne, never the leases. P-shit,
Joey got that big shit. Big plane, came to collect the grain. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Nas. Yo. Gypsies, preachers, choirs, churches, liquor store. The world is full of liars, curses. People rich and poor without God to worship. See, we would be more lost. Gotta believe it's something, or there will be no loss. A ghetto child occasionally blunted in mansions. My cup overflowed with crystal, 100 exotic dances. Niggas is plastic, askers, jealous and passive. Niggas is fuck that, cowards, leeches and rappers. Niggas I fuck with is Braveheart, make G's. Before rap music to me was wind, the trees, birds chirping, rain falling perfect and free. But bitches saw my video and think they know me. These niggas bad talking, claiming they gon' do me. Stay out my path, homie, fucking with a true G. Bitch, you don't know me.
Joey got a big plane, man, be the supreme team. Joey got that big plane, came to collect the
grain. Make some change, holding the pieces. Sipping the best champagne, never the leases. G-shit.
Joey got that big shit. Big plane, came to collect the grain. Know what I mean? 43 inside the stash, pop the stizzy, hop out with it and sign an autograph. Times change, I used to read and break apart a half. I never knew I needed accountants to do all this math. Blind for pop got me higher than my bills on a monthly. And trying to buy the drink, was the seal right in front of me. Independent ball and selling out these shows out the country. Suckers talking down cause they wash, fully fold them like laundry. Feel like a microdose, scriptures in my raps, this my Bible open. Wish I fall off on my rivals, hope to see me on the upswing, I'm hustling. 6-figure deal conducting, the plush bends on murder be the code, it's a trust. I love with some relatives that don't relate to loyalty. Liquor in my body, kill the pain, but it might poison. Broke bread when they were starving, they got up and then avoid. I let it sold up like embroidery, they plotting on destroying me, it's nasty.
Pussy niggas hold that, bands and houses.
Joey got a big plane, man, be the supreme team. Joey got that big plane, came to collect the grain.
Make some change, holding the pieces. Sipping the best champagne, never the leases. G-shit.
Joey got that big shit. Big plane, came to collect the grain. Know what I mean?
We did this ridiculously quick, believe me, because it's like, because they're professionals, so they feel it.
So I was scared that crazy motherfucking East Side Rider, Frost, that's it, all up in your motherfucking face from East Los Angeles, California, Holmes. I'm with my homeboy Ice-T, and you listening to the 7 Deadly Sin. Chapete.
Ice-T, baby. 7 Deadly Sin. Greed. Niggas out there think they gonna be overnight sensations in this motherfucking game, man. Easier said than done. Believe that. It starts like this, gats hit harder than fists. Just cock and lick it, the aftermath's wicked. Brass gets evicted, another crew shot. Can't put your strap in your waist, cause your barrel's too hot. You did it, kid, the more dead, the more weight on your head. Plus you ganked a suitcase full of black tar H. Baby boy, 20 keys, that Colombian G's. Now you're ballin' full speed, one slip you bleed. You had your nigga with you, hard rock street gorilla hitter. He took a hot one in the shoulder, now he's bending over. Mad illegal nigga flipped harder than Bugsy Siegel. We went the room up with the rocket launcher Desert Eagle. Blood oozing through his black dickies. Your niggas say he getting dizzy, the cars he fucking getting sticky. They lean back, his whole chest plate's cracked. You thought they hit him once, he must have got double clapped. Your niggas dying, but he ain't crying, soldier no doubt. He looked you dead in the eye to get that money checked out. Falling bending back in the black, STS, but where he's going, no stress. Your niggas dead, but you thinking about head. Fly hoes and condos, once you flip the kilos. The fact your niggas out ain't shit to you. More profit for your greedy ass, the one to split the grip with you. Common sense will keep you safe and invest. Ambulance cops, cause real niggas give headshots. LA streets make your guts leak, playing no doubt. Young killers live for drug wars and shootouts. Common sense will keep you safe and invest. Ambulance cops, cause real niggas give headshots. LA streets make your guts leak, playing no doubt. Young killers live for drug wars and shootouts. You flip your chip, Motorola, call your hooker, said you had a little foul up, told her hold her wet some towels up. She didn't even talk, click the phone off. Might have knew some weak niggas, but this bitch ain't soft. Make your next call straight to your Chicano Connect. They would flip the boy for girl, up the way, give you Peruvian flake. You had to dump the body, burned it beyond recognition. Back in commission, scooped your hooker, clean your seats off, squeezed off, 2 in a head. Now the fucking bitch is dead. Y'all alone just how you liked it. Straight lace hustle from hell, street like you spiked it. It's time to hook her with the Mexicanos. Laying in the dually, parking lot of the McDonald's. Hit the corner, they was there, you're prepared. Circle the block, screwed your silencer on. Rock the essay there, kicking back to get ya. Crept on the drop truck, double crossing ducks got bucked. Check the back of the cab, suckers had the fucking map. 10 more keys to uncut pure cash. Yes. Now you're weighing 34 keys, a girl in the pony. Jump to your lack, hit the yak, threw your head back. The big time was what you wanted, and now you got it. The devil put the strap in your palm and you shot it. Common sense will keep you safe and invest. Ambulance cops, cause real niggas give headshots. LA streets and make your guts leak, playing no doubt. Young killers live in drug wars and shootouts. It's going down now, on forever. Square life is never. Buck wildin' is your lifestyle and mashed out. Hit a motel room, crashed out. Call up a hoe to get your dick sucked though. Bad bitch, fat back, screen contacts. Real hair, kept her feet all night in the air. Kinda square, said she only worked the streets a week. Said her boyfriend kicked her out and she needed to eat. She cuddled to you like a baby. Keep the girl maybe. The pussy was tighter than fuck, drove you crazy. She kissed you on your chest and legs. That shit a fuck her in the ass. Then she started to beg. Kinda got you open, no doubt, when baby doll fell asleep with your dick in her mouth. Now you're laying there, looking at the motel door, hand on your strap, some beautiful whore. You fucking relax, fella fucking sleep, bad move, big game, take little game. Show and prove, baby jumped up, went for the strap, dumped off, 3 shots in your face. Grab the suitcase, don't forget, grab the bloated jet. Before that hoe hit the dough, she sipped a glass of Moet. Street life sabotage, niggas wanna live large, demon hoe out for cheddar, capped you with your own Beretta. Common sense will keep you safe and invest. Ambulance cops, cause real niggas give headshots. LA streets and make your guts leak, playing no doubt. Young killers live in drug wars and shootouts. Common sense will keep you safe and invest. Ambulance cops, cause real niggas give headshots. LA streets and make your guts leak, playing no doubt. Young killers live in drug wars and shootouts. To all y'all overnight millionaires listening to this, like I said before, easier said than done. Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Record.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. On the dead homies. Yeah. On my mama don't like. Spread my voice. Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. On the dead homies. Yeah. On my mama don't like. Spread my voice to the whole world. Cayman Islands in the winter, some of us rise to great adventure. I brung New York back to real rap inventors. New crib, diamond rings, killers on my team, infinities for my girl, for giving birth to my queen. 3 G's worth of time in the street. Promoters was mad, I stopped doing shows to spend time in the street. Loot decline, eventually so did my shine. Repo looking for my legs, back then I wasn't buying. You could guess, niggas started saying with all the success, while your mom's still in the projects, I answered them vets. Fuck out my face, now I catch rides with kidnapped niggas. Read about Pablo Escobar and got on some shit. So-called mans were plot on my chips. I was frontin', niggas thought I was rich and got mad cause they was pumping my assumption. Niggas want me pumped in a casket, kept it man the same 3/5 a nigga got bagged with. Classic.
Live straight classic, classic.
I'm better than I ever been.
Popular, center of attraction.
I'm everywhere you never been and better than I ever been. Classic.
Live straight classic.
I'm better than I ever been.
Foot down, represent to the fullest. Nas of the Escobar.
Land of the lost. Started off doing scams, turned to a boss. Got his hands on some grams, turned it to a Porsche. They was there to snort. All your mans on the stand when you appear in court. Pointing at you like, yeah, there go the ball.
On my mama don't like. Spread my voice to the whole world. Cayman Islands in the winter, some of us rise to great adventure. I brung New York back to real rap inventors. New crib, diamond rings, killers on my team, infinities for my girl, for giving birth to my queen. 3 G's worth of time in the street. Promoters was mad, I stopped doing shows to spend time in the street. Loot decline, eventually so did my shine. Repo looking for my legs, back then I wasn't buying. You could guess, niggas started saying with all the success, while your mom's still in the projects, I answered them vets. Fuck out my face, now I catch rides with kidnapped niggas. Read about Pablo Escobar and got on some shit. So-called mans were plot on my chips. I was frontin', niggas thought I was rich and got mad cause they was pumping my assumption. Niggas want me pumped in a casket, kept it man the same 3/5 a nigga got bagged with. Classic.
Live straight classic, classic.
I'm better than I ever been.
Popular, center of attraction.
I'm everywhere you never been and better than I ever been. Classic.
Live straight classic.
I'm better than I ever been.
Foot down, represent to the fullest. Nas of the Escobar.
Land of the lost. Started off doing scams, turned to a boss. Got his hands on some grams, turned it to a Porsche. They was there to snort. All your mans on the stand when you appear in court. Pointing at you like, yeah, there go the boss. They telling everything with no remorse. Niggas that you used to brag about and show them off. He tried to put them on, guess they tried to throw them off. Fuckery on the inside, the line between love and hate, you on the thin side. Especially now knowing that none of your men ride. Hands on the cross, land of the lost.
Pablo Escobar's bloody reign came to an end. Far from my life, a kid who made his fame from a pen. Hit the studio and changed the game again. Wrote down all the pain within. Top of the charts, coming up now. Classic. Live straight classic. I'm better than I ever been. Popular, center of attraction. I'm everywhere you never been, and better than I ever been. Classic. Live straight classic. I'm better than I ever been. Foot down, represent to the fullest.
Yeah, I can reconcile being depressed real bad. I'm a thinker, not a drinker, but still I Hennessy drag. The sky one numbs the pain like when Novocaine stabs. And your arteries part of me, but my city go mad. Via Compton, California, corners with coroners and karma on them. Colors corresponding to gangs upon us. Common corrupted, crippled rules, crippled the city. Triple the crime, Bible nor the Quran can save. Welcome, don't be afraid, your city similar, right? Where the choppers kidnap the night and the police miss your rights. Stare at the sky, wonder where you live to see 25. I'm 22, at 20 I knew I was against the odds. Rocking matching t-shirts that says the hood made me. No love, just spreads vibes, that's the policy. The leader and the prodigy, now shorty do wop, posing the ooh-wop. Hanging with rah-rahs, with blah-blahs that sit on the block.
Classic. Live straight classic. I'm better than I ever been. Popular, center of attraction. I'm everywhere you never been, and better than I ever been. Classic. Live straight classic. I'm better than I ever been. Foot down, represent to the fullest. Gunfire and flare, sirens glare. I'm in an iron chair with people who care. Don't get the lion's share. When I don't give a fuck, then I ain't fair. I'm on a higher tier with people getting money like the finest said. Catch the herald, I'm fresh chop and bevel rap on a doctorate level. So F. Scott Fitzgerald, maybe I'm the new Rakim, maybe I'm Fat Pharaoh. Undergarments of armor be my intimate apparel. Pre-Kardashian Kanye, my rhyme play immaculate. Heavy dignitary paying me top. Regards, boy, I'm 3 octaves far from the binocular. So that smart money's finna get the heat out the car. Yo, I'm K-Dot, Lamar meets Tupac Shakur, got profiled by a few cops. Too hot to charge, listen. Somebody said a price tag was on a rapper's head, so we gon' see a nice bag when a rapper's head. Classic. Live straight classic. I'm better than I ever been. Popular, center of attraction. I'm everywhere you never been, and better than I ever been. Classic. Live straight classic. I'm better than I ever been. Foot down, represent to the fullest. Nas of Vodka Escobar.
All right, we're back now. All right, now we're gonna talk about other motorcycle gangs. I'm surprised nobody hit the link, so we're gonna screen share this because we got other motorcycle gangs like the Bunkos. So let's play this video.
Welcome to I Find the 5G.
Hercules.
Hold on for a sec. Give me a sec. Let me put myself on mute. All right, Here we go. Now let's do this.
Established a presence in Mexico in the early 2000s, when it began to expand its drug trafficking operations south of the border. The Vagos Motorcycle Club first established a presence in Mexico in the early 2000s, when it began to expand its drug trafficking operations south of the border. The club quickly established ties to local drug cartels and began to operate in a number of Mexican states, including Baja California, Sonora, Sinaloa, and Chihuahua. One of the most significant events in the Vagos' history in Mexico occurred in 2011, when the club was involved in a deadly shootout with members of the Hells Angels at a casino in Nuevo Leon. The incident resulted in the deaths of 3 people and the injury of dozens more, and brought the attention of Mexican law enforcement agencies to the Vagos Motorcycle Club's activities in the country. The Vagos Motorcycle Club is involved in a wide range of criminal activities in Mexico, including drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and murder. The club is known to traffic in methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin, and has been linked to multiple drug trafficking cases in Mexico and the United States. The Vagos is also known to use violence to enforce its demands and protect its territory. The club has been involved in numerous violent incidents in Mexico over the years, including shootings, stabbings, and beatings. The leadership structure of the Vagos in Mexico is unclear, as the club is notoriously secretive and does not disclose information about its leadership or activities. However, law enforcement agencies in Mexico and the United States believe that the club has a hierarchical structure, with the president overseeing the activities of the various chapters. The Vagos Motorcycle Club has faced numerous legal challenges in Mexico, with members being arrested and charged for their involvement in criminal activity. The club has also been targeted by law enforcement agencies in Mexico and the United States, with raids and arrests being conducted on a regular basis. In recent years, the Vagos in Mexico has been the subject of several high-profile investigations. In 2011, following the shootout with the Hells Angels, Mexican authorities launched a major crackdown on the Vagos' activities in the country, resulting in the arrest of numerous club members. In 2020, Mexican authorities arrested a high-ranking member of the Vagos in Baja California, who was wanted on drug trafficking charges in the United States. The arrest was part of a larger operation targeting the club's activities in the region. In 2021, the Vagos in Mexico was again in the news when Mexican authorities announced the arrest of 18 individuals allegedly connected to the club in the states of Baja California, Sonora, and Sinaloa. The individuals were arrested on charges of drug trafficking, kidnapping, and murder. In addition to legal action, the Vagos has also faced opposition from rival motorcycle clubs in Mexico. The club has been involved in numerous violent clashes with rival clubs over the years, including the aforementioned shootout with the Hells Angels. The Vagos Motorcycle Club has a long and notorious history of criminal activity and violence, and its activities have expanded to Mexico in recent years. The club is involved in a wide range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and murder, and has been linked to multiple violent incidents in Mexico. The Mexican government views the Vagos as a serious threat to public safety and security. The club's involvement in drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and other criminal activities has led to numerous arrests and crackdowns by law enforcement agencies in Mexico. In recent years, Mexican authorities have launched several major operations targeting the Vagos' activities in the country. These operations have resulted in the arrest of numerous club members and the seizure of significant quantities of drugs and weapons. The Mexican government has also taken steps to increase cooperation with law enforcement agencies in the United States in order to combat the Vagos' transnational criminal activities. In 2011, following the deadly shootout between the Vagos and the Hells Angels at a casino in Nuevo Leon, Mexican authorities launched a major crackdown on the Vagos' activities in the country, resulting in the arrest of numerous club members. Overall, the Mexican government views the Vagos as a major criminal organization that poses a significant threat to public safety and security in the country. As a result, law enforcement agencies in Mexico will likely continue to target the club's activities and work to dismantle its operations in the country. It's important to note that all motorcycle clubs, including the Vagos, have been associated with negative stereotypes and criminal activities in the past. However, it's important to judge each club and its members based on their individual actions and behavior, rather than relying on negative stereotypes. One of the primary values of the Vagos Motorcycle Club is brotherhood and camaraderie among its members. Members of the club are known to support each other through thick and thin, and stand by each other in times of need. The Vagos is known to be involved in various charitable activities and community outreach programs. They often participate in fundraising events and donate to local charities and causes, including supporting veterans and their families. Members of the Vagos are passionate about motorcycles and the culture that surrounds them. They often organize and participate in rides and events, promoting motorcycle safety and awareness among the general public. The Vagos is known to have a diverse membership, welcoming members of all races, backgrounds, and cultures. We hope you enjoy this video. If there is anything wrong, please comment below the video. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe to follow the next videos.
Alright, we're gonna do this. Click on all the motorcycle games. Here we go.
We're on just about every state in the nation now. And we're also in Mexico, Canada.
Warlocks Motorcycle Club. Formed in 1967, the Warlocks Motorcycle Club's numbers quickly grew thanks to returning Vietnam veterans. Its members run primarily in the Delaware Valley or greater Philadelphia area. Many motorcycle clubs boast racially discriminatory rules, and the Warlocks are no exception. Male-only members get 3 mandatory tattoos: the idiom "born to lose," a Nazi symbol of hate, and an unclothed woman. They exclusively ride Harley-Davidson bikes. The Warlocks are one of 2 primary biker gangs in Pennsylvania, the other being the Pagans, and the 2 are not friendly with each other. The Warlocks have been associated with a number of homicides, home invasions, and forced capture of rival gang members, as well as the methamphetamine trade. Rock Machine. Rock Machine was formed by Salvatore and Giovanni Cazzetta in Montreal, Quebec in 1986, and has since grown to multiple chapters across Canada, the US, Australia, and a handful of other countries.
The Rock Machine was a drug-dealing powerhouse, not willing to bow to the Angels.
The Machine once rivaled Hell's Angels for control of the local narcotics trade. resulting in the 1994 to 2002 Quebec Biker War, which eventually caused hundreds of deaths, injuries, and arrests.
When the Hells Angels went to war with the Rock Machine, it was almost like free fire. It was a real battleground.
In 2000, Rock Machine was accepted as a probation club for the Bandidos MC, something a little different. The club accepts males only, not unusual, but there is no racial discrimination. All ethnicities are welcome. Though the club has been found guilty of the usual list of crimes, they claim to reject criminals from their current membership. Some are skeptical of these claims. Rebels Motorcycle Club. Though it sometimes seems biker gangs are native to North America, they do exist elsewhere. Rebels Motorcycle Club was formed in Australia in 1969 under the original moniker of Confederates.
The biggest group in Australia by far is the Rebels. It's 3 times larger than any other group in Australia.
Though the Australian authorities classify the club as a criminal organization, they themselves claim to be a non-profit gathering of motorcycle enthusiasts. Their rap sheet speaks differently. The Rebels are accused of homicide, drug trafficking, extortion, and a long list of other crimes.
We ride around on like wild motorbikes. We dress differently. We're covered in tattoos. Yeah. We got crazy haircuts, whatever. Yeah, we're different to the average Aussie, but we're a soft target.
As with many motorcycle clubs, the Rebels have had some turf war issues, namely with the aforementioned Rock Machine, which established a chapter in Perth in 2009. With a number of Rebels members switching their patches over to Rock Machine, tensions ensued that have thus far featured firebombs and assassination attempts.
We've done a number of searches on their clubhouses.
Black Pistons Motorcycle Club. As much as biker gangs have rivals, they also have allies. Formed in Germany in 2002, the Black Pistons Motorcycle Club supports and provides new recruits for the Outlaws MC, who are featured later on this list. The Black Pistons became an international club in a very short time, with chapters emerging in the US, Canada, Asia, and other European countries. Membership is around the 200+ mark. They're essentially the headhunters for the Outlaws, hopefully not literally, as well as a proxy for the latter's various reported criminal activities such as fraud, intimidation, assault, and participating in drug trafficking activities. Nightwolves. The Nightwolves Motorcycle Club was formed in Russia in 1989 and has since grown to include at least 45 international chapters and around 7,000 members.
The Nightwolves are loyal to the Kremlin, ultra-Orthodox, and convinced patriots.
The Nightwolves initially came together a little differently from the others on this list. They were a group of rock music enthusiasts and motorcycle riders with a penchant for putting on illegal concerts. The group boasts close ties to the Russian Kremlin, from which they get funding, as well as Vladimir Putin himself.
The Nightwolves definitely enjoy political influence in Russia. The bikers make their presence felt in the Crimea and on the Black Sea coast, together with Vladimir Putin.
They're also affiliated with the Russian Orthodox Church, aiding in religious pilgrimages, among other things, and have been known to aid in the current Russian conflict with Ukraine. As a result of this, rival gangs have criticized the group's ironic politicizing of motorcycle clubs.
You can't compare us with a motorcycle club in the West. They're all lawless. But we're not.
The Mongols, the activities.
Are there members that do things that maybe, I don't approve of? Yeah, okay, there is. But is it part of a club function? No. Do we try and discourage it? Yes, we try and discourage it.
Devil's Disciples. No, that isn't a typo. The Devil's Disciples formed in 1967. Its original members got their patches made cheaply, resulting in the spelling error.
DICIPLES. That's disciples. If you get asked too many times, you punch them in the head.
Why get new ones? They were founded in California but grew to have chapters in at least 11 states. Membership numbers aren't clear.
They keep their overall club numbers to a minimum, which in the long run makes it easier to control politically.
The Disciples are allegedly involved in a number of crimes, including methamphetamine trafficking, which seems popular among biker gangs, and possession of an alarming number of firearms on more than one occasion.
The Disciples play by only one set of rules. Their own.
Famous mullet wielder Dog the Bounty Hunter was once affiliated with the Disciples in the late 1960s, early 70s. Bandidos Motorcycle Club. Founded in 1966 Texas by Vietnam vet Donald Eugene Chambers, the Bandidos today boast a presence in over 300 chapters located in at least 20 countries. Male-only membership is currently estimated to be in between 2,000 and 2,500.
2,500 strong, the Bandidos rule the roads in the U.S. and stretch across the globe from Europe to Asia and Australia.
No girls allowed, We're beginning to notice a trend here. Male Vietnam vets and motorcycle clubs seem to go hand in hand. Like most, if not all others on this list, the Bandidos are considered to be a criminal enterprise by multiple legal institutions.
When you're dealing with them, be aware of what they do, that they carry weapons, that they sell drugs, that they steal motorcycles, that they assault and even kill people.
They are considered to be one of the big four criminal biker gangs in the US, along with Hells Angels, Outlaws, and Pagans.
A common component is that most of these guys have had a missing piece of their childhood. So, in a sense, they are looking for a family.
Outlaws Motorcycle Club, the oldest motorcycle club in the world. The Outlaws came together in 1935. Yes, kids, they had motorcycles back then. Membership is Caucasian-only men who conform to the biker gang's rules and lifestyle.
What began as little more than alcohol-soaked debauchery soon took a sinister turn.
They started buying these motorcycles and forming little gangs, and then they could terrorize the countryside.
Motorcycle gangs fought to control territory, and the Chicago Outlaws led the charge.
It bears mentioning that in all these clubs, membership is earned and not freely given. Once you're granted membership, there are meetings, mandatory dress code, and strict adherence to club rules.
The outlaw motto is God forgives, outlaws don't. And I think for the most part, that's self-explanatory.
The Outlaws have at least 275 chapters in 23 countries and are supported by a number of other groups, such as, oddly enough, Outcast MC, an African-American MC club. They have been reported as participating in most of the other crimes mentioned in this list.
For the Outlaws, hatred toward the Angels is embedded deep in their culture.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Hells Angels. The Hells Angels were...
Alright, I already talked about the Hells Angels. Alright, we're gonna see, they got other motorcycle gangs on here. See? Bandos, Black Piston Motorcycle, see, they got all the types of motorcycle gang clubs. See, we're gonna talk about the Sons of Silence. They're the motorcycle gangs, and they had killed more black people. So I'm just scrolling down. I'm not gonna play any videos. So these are the gangs right here. They had murdered other white people. So let's click off this. And now this is exactly why I said this before. They got white on white gangs too, known as the Aryan Brotherhoods, but as of right now, we got other motorcycle gangs too. The Mongrels is a Latino gang members. That's a motorcycle gang. And nobody's not going to speak about it because we have Latino on Latino crimes and etc. But they always want to talk about the Bloods and Crips, gangs of disciples, other gang members in the black community. But what about these other motorcycle gangs in society? They do the exact same thing. So I just played the damn video, but I see nobody not hitting the link. I have like 4 people watching, but they ain't never hit the link. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove the pen. I guarantee you're never gonna hit the link and have a discussion with me when I drop the link. As soon as I end my live stream, what y'all gonna do? Y'all just want to call me slow. Okay, I'll be all there. I mean, it just got so bad now. We got other motorcycle gangs. They don't like other gangs too. They hurt other people and etc. But somebody's not going to talk about it on social media. So I'll just come over here to talk about this. So tell me your thoughts about this live stream. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you hit the notification bell. I'll see you later because I'm going to bed in a minute because I just got done exercising. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just waiting on somebody to call me for a job because I just missed 2 interviews because it was not good enough for me. So, but this the thing with these other motorcycle gangs. These motorcycle gangs are the domestic terrorist groups of society in America, and they had killed more people in the world. And I see another video of these other motorcycle gangs had hurt an elderly person. I'm like, these gangs are the most terrorist groups of the earth. They are the scum of the earth, and nobody's not going to talk about it. So I'm out. Peace. Like, share, subscribe. The Mongrels is a gang territory too, so I'm out. And also, I don't do longer live streams, but I don't do that. All right.
Yeah, Joey bad and big plane, and we letting off steam, and we still came back for that green, man. Yeah. Spread my voice to the whole world. Yeah, hold up. Look at him, gonna collect the green. Say when then, I let it fly like bullets off the boulevard of Linden. So duck down and die, straight shots when I send them. Apply pressure to break tendons. I'm bone crusher, I'm big business. You niggas need fitness. I can show y'all the real flexor. First I raised the bar, then raised they ledger. When the stakes is high, I gave all head foot. You niggas ain't stepping correct, you too left foot. I put it all on me versus whoever. Call me Joey McCaffrey, I hardly drop the ball ever. Check the stat sheet, still don't see no errors. Men lie, women lie, them numbers however always add up. Tell them niggas catch up, ready for them opportunities that I don't pass up. You can get smoked, lil nigga, don't get gassed up. Leaving no hope for you niggas, that's a bad luck. Got you niggas smashed up, scared to death, scared to book. A show in my city probably get your chain tucked, cause them Brooklyn niggas really ain't nothing to fuck with. Blow your brains in broad day right out in public. So speak on the guard, and it better be in high regard, cause word get around and them bullets travel really far. I got hitters on my squad who ready to take the charge. Keep it on deck for any nigga trying to pull my car. Niggas hold that bands and houses. Joey bad and big plane, man, be the supreme team. Joey bad and big plane, came to collect the
links I change, all in the pieces. Sipping the best champagne, never releases. Key shit. Joey bad and big shit. print, can't collect the grain. No,
Heavyweight like he never watched the calories. Diarrhea of a madman of fatality. You move in silence for balance with a balanced street. Posted up where that dope user alley be. Less than a week turned the shit to a shooting gallery. Bowery, Palace, salary from another galaxy. St. Alice, the Wonderland, watch the smile at me. Wonder bread, winner, put them where the men of validity. Boost my belt for Roosevelt Allen piece. Get a nut, screw the square chick like an Allen key. Give them reality, straight street mentality. I'm real coffee, fake boss, you fucking with my allergies.
Follow me flow, the ever, the wallaby told. It's whatever was taught to get it, though the economy slow. Dawn on the low, escape from Williams and Blake without a scrape. Sometime I wake, feeling my face. Started out good, but then hardened by the hood. Any nigga I cross, please pardon if you could. Captivated by crime from uncivilized minds. And lead a person that's blind and not care for his own kind. Took time, but now I mix etiquette with the rhetoric. Move like a delicate, but still on that whatever shit. My diction is different, I understand fame. Was cool with the rule before the clan came.
Joey Bad and Big Cream, man, be the supreme team. Joey Bad and Big Cream, can't collect the
names I've changed, holding the pieces. Sipping the best champagne, never the leases. Key shit.
Joey Bad and Big Cream, can't collect the grain.
United States in fear. London knows I'm a phantom, South Korea knows I'm here. Posted planet without exception. Rise to your feet for this gravity. Nas a Dilla beat, the fly soliloquy. Some real nigga talking. This don't happen too often, take precaution. Lies and frauds got you exhausted. You've been accosted. Who told you I lost it? I just put it down for a second. Damn, Kenny King lounge for a second, kick his hooves up. Grow stubble on the face for once without a smooth cut. Grow a little gut, can't even enjoy the fruit of my labor. Before they call me Luke and hand me my lifesaver. The ruler's back. You can tell by the trumpets. Prince of Wales, Semi T, biscuits, trumpets. Jury costs more than the car. Car costs 200. Get out your chair. The season of Nasir.
Joey Bad and Big Cream, man, be the supreme team. Joey Bad and Big Cream, can't collect the
names I've changed, holding the pieces. Sipping the best champagne, never the leases. Key shit.
Joey Bad